This generation is our future, and they need to know the truth. We need to think of education as preventive medicine, if you will, arming our young society with knowledge, not lies. We've generated a hookup culture that's destroying our youth. It's literally killing them. We need to change that. We need to empower them, and we can do that through education and with the truth.
And I was blown away by the neuroscience part. You know, we all know about the sexually transmitted diseases and unplanned pregnancy, and we all know that we shouldn't have premarital sex. So when they talked about the neuroscience and the vasopressin in the male brain and the oxytocin in the female brain and what happens, I was, what? I sat there speechless and like a sponge just took it all in, and by the end of the evening I realized I have to be a part of this.
You know, my life has taken me to a lot of different places, and a lot of life's about choices and decisions in my life with the information that I had. And so here the presentation, and it was intriguing to me because there were parts of the presentation that tied into the psychology. And I was very interested in finding out what that was about, and that actually motivated me to do some independent research. And that research just reinvigorated that, wow, there's a lot going on here that I didn't know.
A lot of kids these days get this type of information as far as their sexuality from the media. And the media is just telling them through music, through movies, through advertising that it's all about sex and being sexual and being sexy, and that's what brings you love and money and success in life. And that's not the truth.
Had I heard that when I was a teenager, my life would have maybe taken a different turn.
We presented it to a group of 18 to 24-year-olds initially, and the reaction from those guys was because they've already gone through adolescence. They know what it means to be, you know, the effect a girl has on them. You know, they've experienced that for a few years. So to be able to give them some of the neuropsychology behind that and some of the science behind that opened their eyes to, like, now I get it.
They don't want to hear that it's dangerous and that it could lead to problems.
And then there was other reactions where they were kind of, man, I blew it. You know, I can't believe I've created this pathway in my brain that's going to tug me down the wrong road. And then there was, and so there was a mix of emotions from excitement to wow to guilt and shame. You could see shame in some of these boys or young men. And it was good to see the youth pastor come up at the end and connect, and you could see that it was set, that the door was opening, and it created an opportunity for these boys, these young men. Hey, you know, I want to talk about this because I'm struggling in this area, and I know if I don't straighten that area of my life out, it's going to screw me up over what I really want. You know, I really want to get married. I really want to have a wife. I really want to be a good father. I really want to be a man. But I'm going down this path. You know, it opens the opportunity for guys to have a conversation like that they just can't get anywhere else.
There are things we as parents don't want to talk about with our kids because it's uncomfortable and it's awkward. And quite frankly, kids don't want to hear that information from their parents because parents don't know anything.
It's more of the junior high to high school age group. And so we adjusted the presentation a little, talked a little bit more about what it means to go through puberty. You're starting to notice in girls, and these guys, you know, they blush. They were drinking it in. They were you could see there was a thirst for more. We went long. Usually the presentation is about 45 minutes to an hour. We were over an hour, 15 minutes, just because they were hungry and they kept wanting more and more. So we just kind of fed as much as they needed. You know, we would dwell on a point longer. And again, at the end of that meeting, the youth pastor got up, and man, the door was wide open. As soon as the class broke, you know, one guy's right up to me, hey, can I ask you a question? And two or three guys deep in line talking to the youth pastor. And they were going into some areas that, you know, we really want our kids to talk to us about.
Surprised that somebody's talking to them about this information. When we're doing the presentations, validate a lot of what they've heard and a lot of the thoughts that they have.
For me, the purpose is to educate kids and to teach them that they are valuable and that they don't have to fall into the lies that the media, movies, songs, books, magazines, everywhere you look, it's about bearing your soul, bearing your physical self, and just don't be shy. No, be shy. Keep it to yourself. Keep that self-respect and honoring your body to yourself. And if they walk away with just a small piece of the truth, then it's all worthwhile.